So hello there and welcome back to the channel. This is Mel's Gaming here with another Jedi Survivor video. Now this video is going to be all about these magnificent creatures, Nekkos. Now this is only one Nekko, but we are going to be taking a look at a lot of different Nekkos in this video. More specifically in this video we're going to be learning how to tame Nekkos and use them as mounts, and we're going to be taking a look at all of the various colour varieties I have managed to find for the Nekkos, and talk about how to obtain the rarer colours if you would like to do that. Now the first Nekko you encounter is this one here called Brutus, who Mosey is tending to, and Mosey also owns the stables where you can actually stable a couple of Nekkos for your keeping. So the cool thing about this that I noticed, as I did actually come and do this encounter here a couple of times, is that the Nekko known as Brutus here actually is a random spawn and can spawn as different colours. And I was very curious to find out how many different colour Nekkos there were actually in the game, as I saw there was a huge amount of colour varieties, and I was also curious what, rarer varieties could be out there, and so that's what basically most of this video is going to be talking about. However, to get started, let's talk about how you can actually tame these guys to be able to ride them. So to start off, you're going to need to be on Kobo, and you're going to need to complete the forest array section of the game. Now after you complete the forest array section, you'll end up at the Neko pools, which is where we are here, and you'll see this little interaction, and you will be able to actually tame your first Neko. Now it's a really cute little interaction, and I really love the animations for this. The Nekkos are just absolutely awesome creatures. They are so gorgeous. So all you need to do, like I said, is complete the forest array section, do all of that section. Once you end up at the Neko pools, then you'll be able to obtain the Neko mount. Honestly, didn't take me that long to get to this point in the game, so if you're really excited to actually go and tame a Neko, you shouldn't have to wait too particularly long before you actually get to do that. Now, talking about finding different colour varieties, this is the route that I used throughout this video to actually be able to find all of the different colours that I'm going to show off and talk about. So we're starting off at Pyloon's Saloon, actually at that meditation point there in the basement, and what we're going to do at Rambler's Reach Outpost is just run straight over to the stables here. So you'll see there's a couple of Nekkos out in the paddock there, but we're going to go and grab this Nekko, which is one I have actually stabled. Now I'll show you the stabling interaction in a moment, but first off let's just show my little route for actually finding these different Nekkos. So starting off, there will always be two random spawn Nekkos in the paddock beside the stable. Now every time you meditate or go out of the area and these animals actually despawn and respawn, they will actually respawn as different colours. So you can either do that and constantly meditate and then come back and check the stable area, and then go back into Pyloon Saloon, meditate, come back out and check the paddock area again, and you will always get different ones. But that method is good, but I didn't find it to be the most efficient. The most efficient method I found was to check the stables, yes, after coming out from the meditation point, and then just ride around this particular route. Now here you'll see we actually have a couple of Nekkos. Now quite often in this spot I would have maybe 5 or 6 in a little group actually spawn, so you can get a lot more spawning in this little area. So this is a really good route to run, because it also causes the Nekkos that are actually in the paddock to reset. It takes you out of the spawn and then back into the spawn, so they end up refreshing and being different colours. So you can see running back down to this area, there's a new Nekko already where we started off this little route. And if you look down by the stables, we now have a couple of different colour Nekkos from what we had before in the paddock. But as you can see here, this Nekko wasn't here when we started this little route before, and now it is here. This is actually one of the more uncommon varieties. The purple ones are harder to find. This one is less hard to find than the bright purple one in my experience, but still harder to find. So that's basically the little route that I recommend running if you're wanting to find different colour Nekkos. Start off at the meditation point in the basement of Pyloon's Saloon, then end up running out into the stables, collect a Nekko, then just run through the stables area and then run this little route until you see the colour you're actually going for. Now this worked really well as a method for me trying to find all of the different colours, because I was spending a lot of time, several hours, just meditating, running this route, and this route ended up producing all of the different colours you're going to end up seeing in this video. And I did find a huge variety of different colours for these guys, so it's really interesting, but it is completely random. It seems to be absolutely random which colours actually spawn, so you can see once again we've gone out of render and back into render for the stables, and once again we have 2 different colour Nekkos in the stable area. One of the times I ended up getting this absolute beauty. This one is almost albino looking, a pure white Nekko, just absolutely gorgeous. Now if you find a Nekko of any colour you want to keep, bring it into the stable and put it in one of the 2 stable slots, and it now says your Nekko is stabled, and stabled Nekkos will be available for pickup at any time. And like I said, there are 2 stable slots. You have this one here and the one opposite, so you can keep 2 Nekkos of any colour of your choosing. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go through a slideshow of all of the different colour varieties I've managed to find for the Nekkos in this game. I have given them all names just to make things easier for myself when I was actually making this video, and please make sure to comment down in the comments which is actually your favourite colour, because there is so many, and I thought that giving them all different names would just make it a little bit easier to actually keep track of all of these beautiful Nekkos. I am really impressed by the sheer variety that they have put into the game, and I think it's really fun that there are a couple of rarer varieties as well, so that if you are a bit of a collector you can go and actually find them. Doesn't seem that there's any like hidden achievements or anything linked to actually finding the rarer ones. I kind of wish there was, because that would have been cool, but it just seems like it's a little bit of an extra thing you can do if you want to customise your character and your mount a little bit more, to go out and actually find the rarer spawn ones. But like I said, this is what all of the colours I actually managed to find, so I will leave you with the rest of this slideshow and catch up with you at the end of the video. So that is it for all of the different colour Nekkos that I actually managed to find during lots of hours of testing, lots of meditating, lots of running around that particular route that I actually showed off earlier. These are all of the different colours that I actually managed to find. Now there is a chance that perhaps I didn't end up finding one that was a rarer spawn, because I only found a couple of the colours actually spawning once or twice. So there is a small chance that I have missed out on some, but I couldn't get anything other than just repeated colours by the time I finished actually doing my research for this video. But if you have found a colour that I don't actually have listed, please feel free to leave it in the comments and I will actually pin about it, because I would be really interested to hear about that and also be interested to find it and maybe make a little updated video and add that to the record basically of what other colours can be out there. But I'm pretty sure that I found at least most of them. I'm hoping that I've managed to find all of them. And yeah, this was really, really good fun, and I'm really, I'm just so happy they put so many different colours in the game. It makes me really happy as someone who likes to go and find rare things. So yeah, I really, really like the Nekkos, and all of the different colour varieties I think are absolutely fantastic. But that is going to be it for this video, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.